Well, we're back. I've gathered the necessary supplies for my barbecue. You'll see it's been upgraded. It now has a hood. Right now, it opens, but it's not attached to anything, so we're going to just take that off. I will attach it since it's got convenient little bolt holes here and here. And I will put it back on for when we're actually burning stuff. There. Right. So we have a little lighter fluid. And we have our matches. Now, it's one thing to start a fire. It's another to stop it. So, I, being a master of history, and that of having a doctorate of my own, and my wife Steers in the corner there, acknowledging my wisdom in this, I have provided for myself a 5-gallon bucket of water. Mind you, it's only half full because it's rainwater. You know, I'm not too cheap to put water in it, but it's already halfway there, so. Moreover, knowing myself, and some of you may consider this precaution too great, I have a miniature fire extinguisher. Why, pray tell, would I go to such lengths for fire prevention? Well, see, that goes back to knowing thyself. And I know myself. I've had many untoward experiences with fire. Many. Many being like 3. But they were untoward enough. Like, never put water on an oil fire. Now, I knew that at the time. But in my wisdom, I had decided in that moment not to think about that. Luckily, and that's usually the case for me, is luckily there are people with more presence of mind at the time to know how to react to the situation. So the house didn't burn down that time. And the other times are a bit too horrific to mention. But we're all fine. Nothing happened. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put on a little bit of lighter fluid. Now, I only put a few briquettes in there. I put a lot of garbage in there as well, because I just need a fire to burn, you know, the stuff that's in there. Okay. So, we'll see how this goes. Just gonna burn off all the shit that's in there, because I'm not gonna eat whatever Chinese-based spray paint is on the inside of this drawer. A lot of folks do without thinking about it, myself included. It's probably why I got some of these sometimes. Working on it. Breast reduction ain't cheap. But, here it goes. Now, I'm probably going to embarrass myself. It's hard to, though, when you don't mind. Fuck off. Alright. Dollar store matches. It's not that I'm not willing to pay for good matches. It's just that most of the time, it does the job. Alright, so the lighter fluid is starting to catch. Though slowly. Like I said, we got some garbage. Well, you know what? She was shy. Camera shy, even. That's fine. A little more lighter fluid shall help the situation for our next attempt. It stinks some awful though. Lighter fluid. And you notice how I put the lighter fluid well away from the fire? That is the voice in my head of experience. Now see, when I grip the match, I actually grip it pretty close to the head. Will it burn me? Maybe. Unlikely though, since I'm fast and smarter than the match. Oh, but I could not get it to take. Again, it's a dollar store match that I've had for some years. Oh, and there we are. Oh, and I think we're off to the races. Now, see, here we are. Well then, that's a good show. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take my cover here and put it over top. And I'm going to watch this fire. I'm going to watch everything that happens with this fire. Not bad thus far. Hopefully it's burning off all the shit in there. One might say, oh, it's bad for the environment, but think about all the other processes that go into everything that you buy from the store or whatnot. Considering I'm giving a third life to this stuff, relatively speaking, I'm saving the goddamn planet. One barbecue at a time. Well, the lid seems to be doing the trick. See a little bit of flame spouting out the back there. But there's not too much material in there, to be honest with you. Again, I know myself, and I know to play it cautious. Now, my wife pointed at something. The window. Ah, she has warned me not to put toxic smoke in the house, so I must close a window. The door's locked. You're going in, right? I appreciate your efforts, honey. I just don't want to go too far away from this. Looks like I'm smoldering it now. That's fine. I've got more things to throw on there. Now this is going to be hot, but it wasn't so hot that a genius like myself wasn't prepared. Again, I mentioned this before. Someone's questioned me on, why do you have gloves? Why don't you have gloves? Idiot. Anyway. Well, she could use a little more of the lighter fluid. Just a squirt on the corner there. There we are. There you are, my dear. Gotta keep the fire burning, they say. No problem, I say. Oh, that's starting to smell good. Like I said, I got a couple briquettes in there for my own pleasure. And also, to kind of hold the heat. That's burning. I'm actually surprised. The plastic's not burning like I thought. Now, an older version of myself, or rather I should say, a younger version of myself, time backwards, would have added more fuel to this fire, like copious amounts. I shall add some amounts. Again, you just want to pace yourself. All good things in good time. And a little more Zippo. Helps. And the liquor makes it quicker, they say. Ooh, and it does. Alright. That's entertaining. That one chunk of wood doesn't like me much. It's alright. Let's see if that encourages some heat. Well, this is about what I'm going to do for the next who knows how long. And see what I can get to burn off. So far it doesn't smell like chemicals or anything. Minus the lighter fluid. So I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah. Give you an update if anything goes wrong. And if it goes right, tomorrow I'll be eating. I would be anyway, but you know, I'll be eating good. That's the difference. Oh, fuck's sake.